Hello, everyone. Welcome to week seven, week four of United Rogue Overwatch Emerald League Season 7. And tonight, am joined with Chelsea. Say hello.
Yep, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to have Pittsburgh be playing against Nashville here. Right now, if we're going off the top of my head, the Pittsburgh Phantoms currently sit, I believe, 6th, going 1-2 in series. And on the other side of the field, we have the Nashville Legends, what a name, currently 1-1. They played one less series than Pittsburgh so far.
They had a bye last week. It's all right. Happens to every team, but
I want to buy.
You don't get any. We're casting tonight, and we're on the off stream. We're on the off stream. If people tuned in here, they should already know that the main channel is live with a different game. Week 3 game, actually. Don't remember the teams, but it's probably going to be pretty good over there. Because, I mean, just looking at these team record, already sticking out to me is they both played Vancouver in their last match. And looking at how it went, one of them was an 0-3, and the other was a 3-2. Just looking at that, maybe they've had time. Actually, no, I'm going to correct myself. Map picks and bans are happening now, but I just looked back again, and they actually flip-flopped on who beat Montreal, with Nashville beating Montreal but losing to Vancouver, and Pittsburgh losing to Montreal and beating Vancouver. So we might actually have a pretty good game tonight.
Yep, we just saw what looks like rock, paper, scissors happening in the league.
Yeah, I mean, we have to see if it's closed circuit for now because of this game tonight. And I mean, let's talk about these map picks and hero bans, because looking like we're going to Oasis.
Alright, I am pulling up the bans right now, and if this is right, Pittsburgh has banned Ramatra, which that is a good ban. I respect that ban.
It's like a relatively standard ban. I don't think it's
like a safety ban.
Yeah, it's very safe. It's like you get a tank that most tank players can play just because it's NA brawl and people love that shit. But like, on the other hand, you also ban another brawly support. You ban Moira, which is just taking away a lot of healing. I don't know if there's any like these are targeted bans, but
the Moira
we'll have to see.
Targeted
at who? It was from the side of
Nashville.
Do Never or Zeke play Moira a lot? I haven't played in the league, so I can't tell you, but have you played against them, Chelsea?
Personally, I have not seen Moira, so I have no clue.
You have no
Moira
clue.
Overall in organized play, I have only seen one time in the year I've played in any organized setting, so that is a very interesting ban in my eyes.
I mean, there was like years and years and years ago, there was one meta that was basically just like you run it down main on Winston, Moira, Lucio, Reaper, Sombra, and I think it was Overwatch 1, so Diva was there as well on the second tank. But we haven't seen Moira in competitive play in a very long time.
Yeah, like Moira respectfully, she gives a good heal output, and she can do good damage, good-ish damage, not a lot, but not a little bit, you know? But other than that, she doesn't bring any utility to the team. You could get Juno or Kiriko instead. Both of them could bring out the Suzu or Hyper Ring, any of that.
Yeah, she doesn't have the playmaking ability of Biotic Nade. Or even something like saving ability as Lamp on BAP. But as we come in here, we're seeing Kiri Lucio Mauga on the side of Nashville.
I respect that. I love that, actually. Looks like they're still going for a heavy brawl approach.
Heavy, just like extreme pressure with just speed. Whereas on the other side, the Pittsburgh side, we have Lifeweaver Kiri. I'm gonna say strange things about Lifeweaver over the course of this match, but as the gates open, 25 seconds until the planet unlocks.
Yep.
And both teams moving to high ground.
Yep. Both trying to gain the high ground early into the fight. We're going to see what looks like an early push from Nashville, trying to find a pick on Sanity, manages to find one. Looking for another, can't find anyone. Going to dive in, trying to pick out the Reaper early on, but gets taken out by Saucepan, who also takes out Beatdown. Now Peach pushing forward, trying to find a backline pick off on Nevro, gets Nev off. Now just has to hold the point off and force Pittsburgh away. Tracer Racer taking out Zweek, and just like that, Nashville will take the first point.
Yeah, I mean, Insanity got the first pick. I know that name from last season. That was one of the few names I do actually know, is Insanity. Usually seen on Widow on like Circuit Royale, but I mean, gets the first pick, but that Malga heavy pressure Reaper just cleans up.
Yep. Beatdown trying to lead the charge in now, trying to find any early damage off the Star Bubble. Insanity cleans up on Dave. And now Beatdown manages to take out Peach, and now we're seeing the Lifeweaver come to use. We're going to see Beat hold out early, trying to engage into fight. Saucepan taken out by Insanity, and Beatdown taking down Piper. And now it looks like the tables are turning as Pittsburgh takes the point.
Yeah, that definitely switched. Like I would have been a fan of that beat if it was like a 4v5, but it was already a 3v5 at that point. I think your Kiri got picked, your Malga got blown up, so no, Bastion died first. But yeah, aggression was starting to walk in. Ooh, early grab and
going to come out from Beatdown now. They managed to take out Peach crisp early. Dave also taken out, trying to find the Kiri now, but they TP away, trying to find any damage they could get early on. And Nashville is forced to go back to their spawn as Pittsburgh is trying to close down the gap.
That was a really fast fight. Like, they pop grab and they just shoot into it with overclock. But I mean, ults are still even. We actually see Tracer Racer swap over to the Zen. Odd swap, I think, but 3 ults to 3 ults. Double support ult for the side of Pittsburgh.
We're going to see Rush come out from Pipe here. We're going to see Sweet counter the Rush. Saucepan pulling out the Death Blossom, doesn't find anyone and gets taken out. Tracer Racer takes out Bowsy, but Beatdown trying to hold the high line, taken out. Just like that, Pittsburgh, they're forced off the point they've been holding for the past 2 fights, and now they're going to be forced to regain.
Zweek might get staggered here, though probably should have teleport by now, and yes, they do. Escape.
Yep, Davies kind of extended his stay at the front, almost got picked off early. Luckily, that was not the case.
Early Bastion bombs.
Trying to find a pick, manages to get 2, what? The Peach Crisp trying to clean up, forces Pittsburgh to back out once again. Beatdown holding up very high.
Oh no.
Oh, Suzu got forced out! But Nashville are going to run away with this.
Beatdown was just a little bit too far away, close to the choke, thought they were safe around that wall, but I mean, Nashville just walked forward. Cindy on the flank with this overclock. A bit early.
Peach Crisp finishing the kill on Insanity.
That's gotta hurt.
Yep. Not letting the OC come to fruition. Now cage fight to try and stall for the point.
That just stops. Oh no, they do have a touch.
A touch was taken out with the Peach dive back in, but they're taken out already.
That's just
now it's just Bowsy on the point. Just gets bullied by the whole team. OC comes out
back
again.
With overclock.
Will it be enough? They managed to find one, but that was it. And Nashville take the first point.
That was very apes together strong from Nashville. They just kind of kept walking forward. Like, I think mechanical plays out of out of Pittsburgh were pretty good. They had some coordinated plays. Insanity got the first pick that first fight. Was looking good for them, but Nashville was just more unified.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, they definitely had the idea. Like, you could see it in their comp. They want to get that aggressive, like, Sojourn, Zarya, Venture, all of them. They want to get them in there and then use Weaver to grip them. That way they could get the early damage off and then build off that after the grip. But it only worked that one time. Every other time it has not worked.
And we're actually seeing a mirror, amalgam mirror.
Yep.
From the beatdown. Choosing not to fight Zarya.
Both Malgas currently just shooting at the point, trying to see which one's going to crumble first. Peach diving in, doesn't manage to find anyone on the jump though. Peach trying to find anything. Just anything should be enough. On Sanity manages to find Piper through the chaos.
That was with
Peach.
That was with the Sojourn Sticky Disruptor Field perk. Because it was stuck onto, I'm pretty sure it was stuck onto Bowsy maybe. Bowsy or Nevro. And it just caught out Zeke.
We tried to find some early damage to build up Rush early. They found a good amount though. Peach Chris going to lead the charge in once again. Eyeing the high ground. Sanity managed to stick the Disruptor onto Peach. And Peach currently getting melted. Sweek finds Piper through the chaos. They holding an awkwardly high line, also taken out by Bowsy. Right now, Natural, they're being forced out again. It looks like Pittsburgh, they're back on their feet. They regained after the first point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Insanity had overclock first ult of the game of this point and just didn't even need to use it because they got a pick without it.
Exactly, like you could tell that in this game, Pittsburgh, they're the more mechanical team. They know what to do. They just had one bad round. Now the cage fight coming out from beatdown, trying to close down the point. They've taken out by Insanity's overclock as well as the whole backline. Peach Chris alone on the front, taken out. Insanity just waking up and taking down the entire team.
And Racer actually used that Juno orbital ray like first thing in the fight to like engage, but it just wasn't completely onto beatdown's cage and they just fell over.
Insanity's high line once again manages to melt a lot of the team, but can't find any eliminations. We're going to see the Bastional come out from Dave. They find Squeak. And the cage fight comes out from Peach Chris. It's right on the Kitsune Rush. Nevro taken out by High Noon. And it's just a beatdown and Insanity left. It looks like they're going to be forced to back out, but both get taken out. And just like that, the point gets handed over to Nashville.
And it's, I mean, looking at the ult economy, Insanity's gonna have their overclock faster than anyone else on the team. Tracer Racer actually swaps back to that send. We saw that a little bit the first round, and I guess into the Malga comp, you want that Discord maybe. Discord more than that speed ring. Dave gets...
Ooh. Dave taken out right off the bat. We're going to say Kitsune Rush from Piper also off the bat. It looks like the entirety of Nashville are just trying to hold the point, not trying to let them through. Bomb Sanity takes out Tracer Racer. The OC comes out. Peach Chris trying to find anyone on the backline. Take it out. Bowsy coming out with the Tectonic shot as Sanity takes out Piper. No one able to get on point in time. They've taken out by the whole team. And there we go. It is tied again. Pittsburgh taking it to the third point.
Yeah, I mean, great stuff coming out of Pittsburgh to bring it back after that first point.
Pittsburgh, they definitely had a team talk in between that because they looked much more awake that second point there. They were able to hold it almost the whole time, only losing, I believe, one team fight. Just overall better performance than map one, and it looks like they're going to try and go all the way here on the final point.
I mean, that was after the Malga swap from beatdown. Like, they tried the Zarya comp First point, swapped Mauga. I guess they're just better in the mirror. Saucepan actually swapping over to the Pharah. Wait, no, isn't Moira banned? Wait.
Moira is banned.
Isn't... Wait, is... Tracer Racer does correct their mistake.
Okay, there we go. We're back on to Zen.
I think we're fine. A little bit awkward.
Yep. We ignore those. Alright. Anyways. We're going to see the same comp come out from Pittsburgh here as the last round. Clearly it worked really well. And on the other side for Nashville, we're going to see Saucepan swap off from Cassidy onto Pharah, which I think is going to be really interesting here. And just overall, into Sanity, we've seen Sanity on Sojourn before. I feel like the Pharah pick's going to be a bit weird here, considering how Sanity plays. They might just get melted down early on.
Yeah, definitely with this high ground. Like the central high ground on this point is going to be big for Insanity. Just to take these angles to really pressure out Saucepan, even pressure out Dave and Tracer Racer.
Yeah. Overall, it's going to be real frustrating for Nashville to try and find any room to breathe here. And Pittsburgh going to try and get the point first here. Beatdown, trying to find any early damage he can. Trying to look at Dave here, trying to force Dave off the point. Dave taken out. Sanity finds Saucepan. Bowsy fighting Tracer Racer on the backline. Beatdown looking at Peach Crisp. Peach Crisp gets stuck with the Disruptor. Life Crypt away, and Bowsy finishes Peace. And Bowsy also finishes Piper. And Nashville are lose the first point. And it looks like Pittsburgh are just going to run away with their lead, just like in the previous point.
Yeah, that was actually really good from the side of Pittsburgh, because Insanity took it upon themselves to just walk main when the entire other team, the rest of their team walked through like the gated area, and just like they took a massive angle and caught out Tracer Racer first.
Ozzy trying to find an early pick here, looking at Dave, finds Dave, but Peach Crisp takes down Beat. Sandy managed to find Piper. Now Bowsy trying to find Peach as they get low, can't find anything. We're going to see the Saucepan on Pharah now come to fruition.
It's so even. If they can clean up Peach.
They definitely can.
They don't. Oh.
Beatdown tries rushing in to find anyone. Looks at Saucepan, who's stuck on the point, forces Saucepan away. Pittsburgh somehow hold on to the point. And they're trying to force Nashville to back away to respect their point. Beatdown manages to find Dave through the chaos in the front, forcing Peach to back out. And we're going to see pretty much everyone on both teams is going to have their ult here. All 5 stacked up.
Yeah, all 5 stacked up, but that was incredibly messy from the side of Nashville. Like, I mean, it was trades all around, and they even, like, they were down 1 for a little bit before they leveled it out, but the point cap just didn't come through. Reinforcements got back, the tank that fed, and ults are coming out now. Oh my god!
Cage fight? What? Oh, Barrage comes out from Saucepan, manages to find 2. What? What is happening? Tracer Racer finds Nevro, and through the chaos, Nashville takes the point.
Yeah, I mean that was double cage. Bowsy used tectonic shock. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, Transcendence was also used.
Transcendence and Life Tree, and the only thing that could cut through that, Barrage, and Saucepan was there.
That team fight was something, alright.
Sandy on the flank. Coastal flank looking for maybe Zen. Carry TP forced.
Beatdown waiting for the rest of the team to get ready on the pinch to move in. Tries finding Dave, but Piper pulls out the Suzu. We're going to see a double rush now. Both teams using their rush. Life Weaver going to grip down, Beatdown away from being on 1 HP. Piper being forced to use TP and taken out by Nevro. Now we're going to see the Mauga 1v1 on point.
Not
Nevro
really
tries
a
getting into
Mauga
the middle of
1v1.
it. And close
Saucepan
enough.
is there.
Wait, no. By Trade Racer and Peach, what? Saucepan taken out by a
I thought that was in the favor of Nashville, but no.
Beatdown trying to force that one away from the point. It's already over though.
Already
as Pittsburgh are taking map 1.
I was watching that last fight and I thought it was in favor of Nashville, but Imsendi comes back from Saunt. I think they were like one of the first people to die, and they just come back, they hit a railgun shot, and they just clean up.
Sanity is just that guy. And we've seen Sanity that whole game, and the whole time he was just putting a lot of pressure on the Nashville side. No one was really challenging him. He was just able to walk in and out.
Absolutely. I do have to respect Insanity quite a lot, because they're just taking the fights. They're looking for picks. They're not looking at the tank. Maybe they're farming the tank for Railgun, but they're just like looking, who can I pick off? Is it the Bastion? Is it the Pharah? Is it the Zen? Is it the Kiriko? And I mean, that helped Pitt out so much. Even in fights where they lost the first pick, Insanity was always there to level it out.
Yeah. Even then, like, the Bowsy on Venture, that too just also applied so much pressure. And we saw Bowsy just go into backline, just like do a little bit of disrupting, you know, just being annoying, and then immediately backed out. And like, it worked so well.
Last fight, Bowsy went into backline to fight a Pharah on Venture. I have to respect that as well.
And yeah, Bowsy was doing a lot just to poke the other team backline. Just getting a lot of early damage to just confuse them. Like, I don't even know what to say. Just mess up their thought process. Oh, hey, Bowsy's on our backline. Let's do something. Up, he's gone already. And everyone on Nashville would just be in the wrong position after that. It was just perfect.
Nashville is going to have second map pick. Pittsburgh had the first map pick, so this is definitely going to be in their favor more so than Oasis just was.
Yeah. Definitely Nashville is going to try and find a map pick where Pittsburgh won't be able to just run like that. Because Obsanity and Bowsy, both of them just had way too much space on Oasis.
But I mean, like, other than directly banning Sojourn, I don't really Sojourn's so much of a generalist that, like, you can't really pick maps around it. Like, maybe you force Gibraltar, but I don't know. It seemed like Nashville was looking for a brawly setup and got brawled on.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, how they're going to, like, regroup after that last game. But that was a total beatdown that was given to them.
I mean, they did win first point, so you have to, like...
Yeah, they got the first point good, but, like, after that, like, it just became, like, tricky. It looked like they fell apart. Like, once beatdown mirrored their tank, the double Mauga, it just, like, fell apart for Nashville. Like, that's all I could really say. Just overall map.
Comp switch is actually coming out.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
damn.
Dave and Tracer Racer are swapping roles. I'm pretty sure Dave is going to the support and Tracer Racer is going to DPS.
Was Dave on Bastion that entire map?
Dave was on Bastion that entire map. I'm pretty sure.
I am remembering correctly.
Yes,
because I remember
because they rolled out. They rolled out on the highway map where there's the cars. They rolled out on Mauga Bastion Reaper.
Yeah.
Saucepan telling us Nashville picks Gibraltar, bans Widow. I said earlier, Imsendi was one of the few names that I knew, and I said that in conjunction with Circuit Royale Widowmaker, and Gibraltar Widow ban is pretty much the same thing. We don't actually have we don't actually have Circuit Royale in this map pool for United Rogue Overwatch Season
same
7.
thing here.
But yeah, pretty much same thing. Lots of angles, decent amount of verticality.
Yeah.
And we have yet to see what the ban from the side of Pitt is. Ban Winston.
Ooh.
You can do stuff with like Diva.
Yeah.
Maybe even like Sigma. Throw some Hazard in there.
The question is, when are we gonna see the Roadhog come out here? That's what we're all wondering.
I don't. Grow up. If you're asking for Roadhog, you're like 5 or something. Grow up.
My bad, guys. My bad. Alright, and Pittsburgh chooses to defend first. Okay.
I have to swap my post-it note that has one of the teams to the other side of my monitor.
Alright, into Gibby. We have Pittsburgh on to defense, which I think is going to be very fun to watch. And Obscenity is going to be forced off Widow. So their pick is definitely going to have to be something interesting here to try and get that early damage off. I mean, we know they have the mechanics and the aim to prove it, so they're definitely going to find something.
I'm very curious about what Nashville's gonna pull out here.
Yeah, I'm also wondering what they're gonna pull out here. Like, realistically, I mean, they don't have Winston, so they're definitely gonna have to do something not that aggressive unless they go with Diva, which I can't picture them going really.
I mean, I just don't have high hopes for a team that picked Maga first.
That too. I mean, this map is going to get really interesting really fast. So I'm excited to see what they pull out here. Nashville. Oh, okay. Okay, Pittsburgh. I see you. I see you. On the Pittsburgh side of things, we're going to see Sanity staying on their Sojourn, which I respect. I respect. That is actually a really good pick here.
If you would ask me what Imcendi was going to play, I would have told you Ash. I would have not expected Imcendi. I think... Is Balancey just an adventure player? Is that
Probably.
what I'm learning?
And when I played against him, he did play Venture.
And a Zarya pick. Interesting.
Meanwhile, on the Nashville side of things, we're going to see the Diva come out because the Winston got banned. Symmetra as well, and Sombra. It looks like they're going to try and be very annoying here on the attack.
They're
trying
actually
to get the pick
sticking
first.
this Symmetra. I would have expected a TP just to like position your supports, but no, they're actually fighting this.
They're already on the high ground. Peach Chris trying to find anything. Obscenity manages to find Saucepan. Now Beatdown pushing in, almost gets the Diva taken out. Manages to find Dave, and Bowsy finds Piper. Never finds Tracer Racer. And that whole fight, all that build-up did not go in their favor.
They didn't even move cart.
No.
There are 0.7 meters is basically not moving cart.
Yeah. They just went straight to high ground. They teleported.
Yeah, they teleported.
But there was no pressure on anything. Now we're going to see Tracer Racer off Sombra onto Cassidy.
God, if this is a full hold,
Oh.
I am so sad for Nashville's mental. Someone please. Dave just needs to touch cart. Like, move cart. They need to move cart. They're not moving cart.
We're going to see them push high ground once again. Peach Chris getting low right off the bat. Zarya pretty much fully charged now. Trying to find anything to make them back out. Beatdown, only one left now.
The DPS are converting, and they're not moving cart!
The cart is still all the way back. Wait.
Please, someone, please. I was gonna say weird things about, okay, Dave is finally dropping back now. But, I mean...
They're still not on the cart! They finally found it.
Finally found cart, but Tracer Racer's just up there alone. They gave up so much space to move cart.
You could tell Nashville, they're very coordinated.
Aggressive grab.
Like that.
Symbol. Lovely. I mean, I don't know where else you're gonna use it, but
Pittsburgh's just holding a very high line right now. It doesn't look like Nashville can do anything to get past it. Beat down.
Pittsburgh might honestly just bunker on the slow ground. I feel like they definitely have a better comp for this with the Zarya and the Venture.
They definitely do. Beatdown, trying to find anything, gets nanoed by Nevro. Going to see Piper use Orbital Ray to try and counter it. Window coming out from Dave, double supportals from one team. Diva Bomb coming out from Peach Crisp, doesn't find anyone, but it forces Beatdown to push into a fully charged Saucepan, who finds the elimination. Bowsy, left alone, tries getting the Moira out alive and gets taken out, sacrificed himself for Zweek, but Zweek also gets dove on by Peach Crisp.
M70 does have that high ground control with the overclock. They are definitely going to recontest this.
Insanity pulls out the overclock, going onto the backline, trying to find Piper. Tracer Racer pulls out High Noon, taken out immediately. Now we're going to see old Simwall come out once again. Peach Crisp finds Insanity. And it looks like Nashville are going to push it to the checkpoint.
But it's just support line.
Oh,
it's
wait.
Support line and a tank. Zeke is going to stall us out unless
No,
Zeke is
they
dead.
can't fight Zweek.
They don't
What?
fight. Oh my god.
He should have been dead like a minute ago.
No, I think more with an on a pocket. I think I expect that to like live for a long time. Like against a Diva Juno, you don't really have like, unless Diva gets right up in the face, there isn't really that much damage.
That's a valid take. I can't lie with that. Beatdown.
Tracer Racer swapping to the Tracer Rider as they themselves play. Piper gets caught out.
Beatdown going to push all the way in now. Manages to find Dave. Bowsy finds Saucepan. They're holding another high line like they did before the first checkpoint.
Yeah,
and they're going to force Nashville out.
They just walked in and just looked for support line. They caught out Piper first, they forced Lamp, and then cleaned up Dave. And I mean, Tracer Racer just gets caught out. Interesting.
Beatdown decided he's the Tracer Racer today. See Pittsburgh just holding on to payload. Beatdown, he has its grab. They also have, I already forgot the name of it, the Ventral, Tectonic Shock. Peach Crisp tries diving onto high ground, but can't find his way up. Orbital Ray going to come out from Piper. Tectonic Shock comes out, the Nano as well.
Shock with
Grab comes out. Diva Bomb coming out, trying to save their life. The Saucepan pushes high up, they're 1 HP. Can anyone find them? No. But doesn't matter, Beatdown finds it. Tracer Bomb comes out, doesn't find anyone. And Tracer Racer is taken out by Zweek.
A Ram swap instead of the Diva. I guess it's to just fight Zarya on level grounds.
30 seconds remaining.
Nashville trying to find another way to take the point, hoping for a miracle here with 20 seconds left on their attack. Currently, they're just being pinned down. Symbol coming out. Saucepan trying to find Beatdown. Rose sees the whole team drop, finds Beatdown. Peach Crisp finds Zweek as well. Insanity finds Saucepan though. Bowsy tries finding another pick on Sanity, manages to pick off so many. They just have to finish off Peach Crisp here. And there we go. No one else is going to make it, I think. Tracer Racer
actually does touch it.
Uses the recall.
Should get another touch.
Yep.
And Dave is
They're
back.
so low though,
Dave
as they're taken out. Saucepan taken out by Insanity. Unsanity tries finding Dave and taken out by Sweek. And who's left is just Piper, also taken out. Peach Chris can't make it.
That was... I've seen ranked matches play this map cleaner. I think teams are overthinking. I think people should listen to their instinct and do what's comfortable more.
Yep, here we go. All Pittsburgh has to do is pretty much take it to that second checkpoint.
I'm Sandy calling for a server reset, saying that Widowmaker's not available.
Wasn't Widow banned?
Yes, that's the point.
I'm the slow one here.
And honestly, I don't think Sandy needs Widow on this map. I think triple turret from the side of Nashville.
That is going to be very fun to watch. The Symmetra, Torbjorn, Illari.
I do kind of like the Illari. I think the high ground poke that it provides is very strong on maps like Gibraltar. I think Pylon just able to keep a support that's going to get poked out a lot, like Torb or Sim, is going to be very strong. I think when Bowsy tries to engage and finds a Illari Pylon, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, but Hazard actually from the side of Pittsburgh with Beatdown already on high ground.
Yep. Beatdown trying to force everyone to push down, trying to get the team to respect him. Pittsburgh immediately pushing the payload, unlike what Nashville did. Trying
already
to get the
doing
lead early.
Yeah,
Beatdown
Racer is controlling the high ground.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna see Peach Crisp drop here. Now Beatdown trying to pick off the backline, seeing that Bowsy coming in, manages to find a pylon, but Beatdown's taken out. Peach Crisp finds Nevro and Dave Bowsy, and it looks like Pittsburgh's going to be forced to back out here.
Sandy looking for logs onto this backline, but not really finding it. Might just die here. Very late death. Dave says GG in chat.
Oh, Dave.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Pittsburgh actually pushed card, Dave.
Beatdown going to swap back onto the Czar here. We've seen Beatdown on Czar earlier this map, and it looks like they're trying to replicate the same result, just walking through the team. Peach Crisp going to drop down here, trying to find anyone on Sanity, taken out by Tracer Racer.
Gets slapped.
Yeah. They're all just going to bully Peach now. What can he do? Gets taken out by the whole team.
The only thing you could do is hope your Sim has TP, just to place it on your corpse. And Dave doesn't find the teleporter and gets taken out very late.
Yep, right now Nashville just holding the high ground, but
it's extremely dangerous for these three guys.
Going to be forced to leave here. Peach Crisp manages to find his way back. Tries finding some early damage off. Simwall going to come out now.
I like that Simwall.
Pushing the high ground. Tries finding anything.
Piper.
Oh, Bowsy going to be forced out.
Yeah, it's bubble, but it's fine.
Piper goes Nemesis form, but gets antied.
Should survive.
Down. Tries to get the finish, can't find it. Now Saucepan, fully charged, tries finding a pick. Beatdown wins the fight, though, of the lasers. Beatdown goes back, tries finding Piper, can't find Pipe. And there
Bowsy gets slapped.
Oh, poor Bowsy and Pittsburgh are forced to regain here. Having to play through what looks like another fight before they can get through to the next checkpoint.
And I mean, that was really good from the side of, like, oddly good from the side of Nashville, because they just had that high ground pressure, that off-angle pressure that just, Bowsy got aggro, but they were just shooting from top that entire time.
Yeah. Sanity has the OC Dave coming out with the stun, doesn't find anyone. Going to see Zargrab come out here. Peach going to use their shield. Weak manages to find their Ana. Sanity finds Peach and Beatdown finds Sauce. it's just Torb on the high ground who manages to find Sanity. Tracer Racer being forced down, taken out, and it looks like Pittsburgh is going to get the first checkpoint as Beatdown holds a very high line.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Beatdown.
Tracer Racer does swamp off the Torb to the Tracer.
Tracer Racer trying to find more versatility with the Tracer pick here. Going to try and get some early damage off, can't find much though. Forced to use recall early. Peachcris going to push in, tries finding Beatdown. Sanity using the OC here.
As this Ramble probably will need to pop it just to survive.
Yep, Annihilation comes out from Peachcris. Looks at Sanity, which they managed to find, is going to force all of Pittsburgh to back out. Beatdown taken out as he tries to hold the point. Bowsy tries forcing Peachcris away. Weak manages to find Tracer Racer. And it looks like Pittsburgh is going to have to play back here. They only have a little bit to go to make this a 2-map lead, which they're going to try and build off that momentum into the third map if they manage to get it here. All they have to do is push it just a little bit more.
Yeah, and Cindy swap cast and is just pushing huge anti. They don't actually convert. Oh no, Dave is so out of position.
Back. He's used both shields already. He's so low. The Peachcris Nemesis form ends early. Beatdown trying to find Peach. Peach is so low. And the Nemesis comes back out. Tries diving on Weak but can't find anything. Now Beatdown going to just try and walk it down. He has grab and is definitely waiting for a moment to use it. Beatdown gets nanoed. Going to see Sun come out. Grab comes out. Dave taken out as they pull out the Sun. Peachcris taken out as well. Saucepan on the backline is being forced out.
2v2. 1v2. And they trade.
Pittsburgh
That's
just
unfortunate.
ran it down.
Pittsburgh actually just ran it down. That was such an awkward.
Play of the game.
It was just a bunch of trading in that last fight, but Pittsburgh managed to convert off of it. It looked like Nashville was trying to use that Alariel, the Sun, for the engage to try and force Pittsburgh to back out and get those early picks to stall for time, but the grab just completely ruined that. And after that map, Pittsburgh is going to take a 2-map lead. Nashville, they're going to have to do a lot of climbing to come back from this. And 2 maps, the reverse sweep, it's going to be very hard to pull off.
Yeah, I'm curious where they pick to go next and what they ban.
Nashville's going to have to play this smart.
We can say it, but I don't know if they can. What? We have seen them. What?
Are we going to see the Tsar ban come out?
Zarya ban? You know, that's a very good point. We probably are going to see it.
Yeah. It has to come out here. In my opinion, if it doesn't come out here, Nashville's not going to be able to build any momentum.
You know what? We're going to Saravasa. I know a team has said that, but I have Saravasa in my heart of hearts because people apparently like Saravasa. Could not be me, but we have yet to see what the actual map is.
I think we should go to Nepal.
We can't.
Well, turn back time.
Turn back time.
Round 1.
The series should have started on Nepal.
Yes.
Lovely concept.
Nepal #1 map.
I don't know about that.
Nepal, my beloved.
I don't think we're going to see hybrid. I'm a little bit serious with the Saravasa because I don't think we're going to see hybrid. I think that
with the way that escort map was played out, I don't think Nashville's gonna want to do a hybrid.
Maybe the point, the objective being a big square is going to help them find the cart.
Hopefully, if that's the case.
Hopefully.
But I just don't see, like, you lose escort by a lot. I can't picture you wanting to go to hybrid right after. I'm assuming this is going to have to be a flashpoint or push.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm thinking Sarabasa, because I don't like pushes.
Yep,
Sarabasa,
Soj ban.
I'm correct. People like Sarabasa for no goddamn reason. It doesn't make any sense. And they are, again, targeting Insanity with the bans, picking out that Sojourn. Although Insanity has been playing Cassidy quite a bit. Like, anytime Sojourn doesn't seem to be working, they just swap Cassidy. And I respect it mad, because it's practically the same character. Just click people. We have yet to see what the hero ban from Pittsburgh is.
Sanity definitely has the aim to pull it off. I mean, we've seen how mechanical he could be, especially with all the overclocks and railgun shots. So they can definitely pull anything out of literally anything.
You know, I'm very curious as to how that match would have gone, how that Gibraltar map would have gone with Widow on the board. Because, like, on one hand, Nashville could just get torn apart by Widow shots. But on the other hand, they kind of just, like, Pittsburgh kind of just, like, squared up and brawled.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, we're going to see them target ban Piper by banning the Juno.
I feel like Piper plays more than Juno, though.
Well, like in chat, it was a target ban.
It was a target ban. Or at least they think it was a target ban. And I mean,
in their minds, it was targeted because they targeted Sanity.
And I'm pretty sure Pittsburgh hasn't picked up the Juno at they have. I'm trying to remember map 1, but
they played crap, they had the Weaver, and who was the other one? Weaver Kiri.
Was it just Weaver Kiri? Have they just been playing Weaver Kiri?
Yeah, then, and then last map
they haven't played Weaver, Juno.
But it wasn't Juno, yeah.
They haven't played Juno. So yeah, pretty much a targeted ban. If not at Piper, then just kinda at what they don't play.
Yep. Have we seen Piper on anything else this series?
We saw Lucio Kiri at the very beginning. I think Racer was on support playing Lucio, and Piper was playing Kiri, so she can play other things.
Yep. Anna.
Oh, that's right. We saw Anna Lari last.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
So did I.
We're actually seeing a Junker Queen. Junker Queen. Nashville pulling out this Malga again.
What is this comp?
For who?
Never mind. I thought Pittsburgh was trolling for a sec.
I think it's a little bit weird, but I honestly would like to see Insanity on the. I think Cass would work great on this, but you know what? If they think Sombra works, Sombra it is.
I see the vision with the Sombra, but it just feels weird.
Bowsy and Insanity both taking big flanks.
Yep. Bowsy manages to find the healing pylon. Beatdown getting melted right off the bat, forced to use Shout early on. Tries finding Beatdown. We're going to see the Suzu come out from Piper. And Beatdown gets taken out by Peach. And it looks like Nashville is going to hold the first point strong. Sanity somehow finds Saucepan though.
That's a very odd pick. There's a Bastion in the middle of point. I feel like Piper missed a little bit, but
Nevro swapping onto Kiri now. Okay. Peach Crisp holding that high line to not let Pittsburgh through.
And I mean, the Maga Mirror is back.
Yep. both Malgus are trying to melt each other, seeing who crumbles first. Now Beatdown knocks Peach Crisp down. Peach is so low, it gets taken out. Saucepan taken out as well. Dave hops onto point to avoid Beatdown. Beatdown tries finding anyone else, but everyone hops away. Dave taken out by Bousy, and Pittsburgh take the point.
I mean, I think this is just like Pittsburgh just has more sustain on their Malga. We actually do see Nashville try to combat this issue by Dave swapping from Alari to that Ana. That's going to be much more heals onto the Malga.
Especially with that Ana, they could definitely punish Beatdown more for when he charges in with both sleep and anti-nades. Both of those are going to be a huge issue for the team, because we've seen Beatdown charge in so many times. And now it's going to be the first real time on Malga we see him get punished for that.
They're taking this long angle. Tracer Racer farming on this Pharah.
Yep. Beatdown tries finding anything, waiting for someone to come out. Tracer Racer pulls out the barrage. I don't think they find anyone, and Dave with the anti finds Beatdown. Saucepan manages to pick out Bousy through the team fight, and it looks like Pittsburgh's first to back out here.
Yeah, even though that barrage found nothing, it was aimed directly at Bousy, and Bousy was forced to go underground. And I mean, the cardinal sin of Pharah didn't happen.
Sanity uses EMP and finds Tracer Racer, hacks the Malga now, but gets taken out immediately. Saucepan finds Nevro. The cage fight comes out from Beatdown, taken out immediately. Had Bousy also taken out by Saucepan. And right now, Nashville take the first point on the flashpoint.
Yeah, they take that, and good discipline from Peach Crisp, not using that cage to mirror.
Yeah, overall, right there, just looked like Pittsburgh began panicking when they realized they were going to lose the point. That they've been building their momentum for so long, and then they just lose a point like that. Now Peach Crisp goes around, but Bousy also knows he's there, confronted by the entire Pittsburgh team now. They're diving in, going to use cage fight here. Nevro uses Suzu right off the bat, but gets taken out. The Bastional manages to find 3.
Oh my god, I was going to say that cage fight was like really far in. And like Peach Crisp was very alone on an island there, but Saucepan cleans that up. Saucepan finds the out-of-body experience. Astral projection, Go-Go Gadget orbital bomb.
I see a hostile.
Overall, that was just a very good way to punish Beatdown for that cage fight. Now we're going to see the Kitsune Rush come in along with the Bousy Tectonic Shock. Tracer Racer manages to find Sanity. Bousy going up onto high ground, tries finding anything, gets knocked down by Peach Crisp. Now Kitsune Rush comes out from the Nashville side of things. Beatdown getting very low here, gets stunned and taken out immediately. Bousy stuck on their backline now, taken out as well. And Nashville retakes the point that was stolen from them. Peach Crisp though, trying to take down Sanity before the next team fight for insurance, but can't find much.
That was really weird. Insanity found an angle, I don't even know where, but found an angle onto Dave to pick him. And I mean, thank God you have Tracer Racer on far to trade it back, but
another barrage comes out once again, gets a whole lot of people very low, and they manage to capitalize off of that. Pittsburgh, however, still manages to take the point back. Bousy manages to find Dave. Peach Crisp diving onto the point, trying to punish Sanity, takes Sanity out, and right now it's just Peach Crisp and Bousy left.
Saucepan is back if Bousy tries to touch.
Bousy trying to hold on just enough for his team to get there.
They need to get
Beatdown pulls out the cage fight on Sanity with the tactical visor, manages to find 2 off of that momentum, and Pittsburgh's going to take the point. Right now, Pittsburgh, they have to rebuild quickly to hold on to this point. They were already halfway when they took it back. All they have to do is just win one more team fight, and they will tie the map.
Zeke is going to get that coalescence extremely fast off of healing their Mauga, but
Peach Chris coming in through the side now. The cage fight comes out, add the nano onto Peach.
Oh no, Zeke is dead.
Oh, it is over.
Zeke is dead, tank is antied.
Those 3 ults just secured the point for Nashville.
Yeah, heavy expense, but I mean, you're up 2 points. And they cleaned it up.
Yep. Overall, that combo, the cage fight nano onto the Mauga, and then Saucepan pulling out that orbital once again. That Bastion just thrives in these Mauga fights. Whenever the cage fight comes out, it's just free for Bastion if he has his ult.
Yeah, I mean, they've done that combo. Why? That was twice on that 1 point. That was such a long point.
Yeah.
Because they started it with 3k, and then they clean up with pretty much a 2k.
Peach Chris trying to hold down the fort for Nashville, trying not to let Pittsburgh through.
Bowsy on the angle with
taken
this
out.
tectonic shock.
We're going to see Coalescence come out now. Peach Chris finds Nevro, one support down. Beatdown pushes up very high, gets stunned, but they still find Saucepan. Peach Chris runs out of ammo, tries punching Beatdown to death, but can't find it. And Pittsburgh are back in this game.
I expected Bowsy to use the tectonic shock on that off angle, but no, they were just there to cap point and to just shoot backline. They actually helped clean up Dave and Piper with the help of the coalescence. But I mean, Pittsburgh's looking very nice now with 4 ults. But yeah, Nashville's very close behind.
Beatdown trying to hold that high line once again. He's been leading the charge this whole time. He can't play as aggro though due to Dave's honor here, waiting to punish him at any moment. Piper pulling out the Kitsune Rush and Nevro mirrors it. We're going to see Peach Chris push in here. The cage fight going to come out from Peach, going to find Nevro. And
That's
it
the
looks
support
like
line down.
Nashville manages to find the point on Sanity, pulls out the tactical visor, gets taken out. It's just Bowsy on the backline who finds Piper, but it doesn't look like Bowsy's going to live long anyways, as he has 2 on him and it's taken out.
Bowsy gets cleaned up, but that pick onto Piper, yes, it's Kiri with TP, but I mean, Beatdown's already walking back. They already have 4 here, and it's just, they're just getting 5 now. They're actually rotating through the upper. Early Bastion ult. A Bastion mirror from Insanity. How curious.
Manages to find some good early damage off, and Tracer Racer's there to try and finish off anything, but can't find much. Peach Chris going to dive in, manages to stun Beatdown. We're going to see cage fight come out from Beatdown, forces the whole team in. A Peach Chris and Pipe finds 2. Pittsburgh going to cap the point here. Dave finds the sleep on Beatdown, but other than that, can't find much. Saucepan comes out here with the bomb turret mode, but still can't find enough. And Pittsburgh are trying to set up the reverse sweep on Flashpoint to try and take the series.
That was really awkward from the side of Nashville because they've had their combo. They had that Bastion bombs, they had cage fight, and they just pop bomb early, and then Peach Chris ran it down to 4 people and died while taking their Kiri heals. Oh no, this is rough.
Artillery strike there, like you could tell there was a plan the way Tracer Racer pushed in, but there wasn't much done off of it. Tracer Racer couldn't find a pick off the strike. And into the next fight we go. Nashville trying to hold off on the point. Peach Chris diving in, Saucepan finds Nevro. One support down for Pittsburgh. And Beatdown manages to find Saucepan, but Peach trades for Beatdown, taken out. Tracer Racer finds Bowsy, but doesn't matter. Nashville take that point.
Yeah, Dave found just like a 4 or 5 man anti onto all of Pittsburgh. And although Suzu from Nevero came out, it just didn't catch anyone, and someone got cleaned up. I think that was Nevero that got cleaned up, actually.
Beatdown trying to lead the charge once again. They know Peach Crisp has that cage and Tracer that Tracer Eraser. There we go, the barrage. Saucepan about to build up Orbo Strike too. The cage fight comes out, the barrage comes out from Tracer Eraser.
Nano
right
used as well,
cue.
but I thought they had one more fight, but no, they're just these last picks. If Zeke dies, they have no touch, and I don't think they're gonna get a touch out anyways. Bowsy actually doesn't get it. Damn.
Nashville trying to set up the reverse sweep. That map right there, they were so dominant. 3-0 onto Flashpoint.
Play of the game.
Or 3-1.
Fight coming out of Saucepan, and it's the 3K. 3K, practically 4K.
The Saucepan duo alongside the tank, just Saucepan Peach Crisp, amazing with those cage fights. Just the cage would come out, Saucepan 1 second later, the artillery strikes straight on and takes out 2 or 3 every time. It works so well. And
I do have to say, it was off the back of Peach Crisp jumping into 4 people. Like,
yeah.
they didn't necessarily have support the entire time, but I mean, if Pittsburgh can't break the cage, they have 3 bombs raining on them.
Yeah. It is just Saravasa there was just a really good pick for Nashville, and they managed to use that to their advantage. Now, Pittsburgh
Saucepan saying nature is calling.
Saucepan was playing Bastion a bit too much there and needs to run to the bathroom after that. I would too if I were him.
What? Excuse me?
W comes. Yeah, you're telling me you've never had a good game and then immediately had to use the bathroom after?
I mean, I've done that, I've done that off of bad games. I've done that off of mid games. I just peel on, like nothing to do with Bastion or good games. It's just when nature calls, you gotta go.
Yeah, and clearly it happened because you had a good game on Bastion.
I think you're getting your cause and effects mixed up. Anyways,
Nope. I am in AP stats. I know cause and effect. W logic there. You think because I'm in the AP stats, I know cause and effect. There we go. That's the cause and effect. This is why I'm like the number.
anyways,
All right, back
no
to the
roster
game.
changes coming out of Nashville.
Saucepan is back, and Pittsburgh, they're gonna have to map choice here. Currently 2-1 in the series, just 1 map away. They're gonna have to try and find something to build off their previous momentum. They're definitely gonna go for a hybrid here. There's no way they go for push.
I
after that
definitely think they're going
flashpoint.
hybrid.
Yeah, they gotta go for hybrid.
I think they love these asymmetric maps, these attack defense maps.
Yeah.
They did really well on Gibraltar, and I think they're gonna show it here. Probably not Kings Row, if I had to guess. Never
They
mind.
chose Kings Row, and
Never
they
mind.
banned Farah.
Pittsburgh plays Kings Row. I don't really think that's to their strengths. I think they looked really well on that sort of dive, sort of brawl, at least controlling high ground. Or not even controlling high ground. I think they just played overall better and more together on Gibraltar. And I would have liked to seen maybe Numbani, maybe Blizzard World out of them. But we're going to Kings because of course we are.
Grim Throw is back. And now they have Widow, because Nashville banned that Widow
They have
on Gibraltar.
I mean, they also have Sojourn back.
They also have Sojourn back, too. They have both of those locked in.
They have both of those locked in. Imsendi finally eating good after being starved.
Yeah, Target banned twice. Well, one of them wasn't really a target ban. One of them was just a good ban.
No, I think both of those were target ban because Insanity was the only one.
And that is true. And the Widow one you can make an argument for, but Sojourn was definitely a target.
No, I mean, Widow ban was definitely a target.
Oh
ban.
yeah.
Like people, Insanity was playing Widow for. Let me look at their career profile if I can.
Oh, I did not look at anyone's career profile.
I'm going to do this now.
I'm L Scout. Oh damn, Widow's in their top 5.
I mean, they don't have a lot of. Unless they play.
Widow is their most played DPS, followed by Cat.
Yeah, I expect more hours from Insanity, but Widow is their most played DPS.
Alright, now on to the Nashville side, waiting on their ban. They can't target ban Insanity anymore, so we have to see the Zarya ban come out, I think.
Yeah, I definitely think the Zarya ban would be nice here. Peach Crisp hasn't shown up on. Really, what have they shown up on? Ram, Diva a little bit, Malga a lot. So I definitely think the Zarya ban is in order.
Yeah. The only other thing we've seen beatdown play so far was the Malga, other than Zarya. And there's no way they banned Malga. They've been on Malga this whole time. Well, almost the whole time.
I'd expect Zarya ban into Malga Mirror.
There we go.
And Zarya.
Zarya ban. Yep.
Just jot this down.
Sorry, Ricochet, you don't get the insta-lock Zarya here.
Bans Farah.
Nashville going to choose their side now. Pittsburgh, they're going to be handicapped by that Zarya ban, but they definitely knew where to come here when they saw Sojourn got banned on the last map. And that Sojourn ban was something, but other than that, it got Nashville here. And Nashville is going to be taking the defend first. So Pittsburgh, without their Zarya, are going to have to run it down.
And that is color swapping. So I need to move my post-it note that says Nashville to the other side of my screen.
Oh, you've post-it notes? I've just been hoping I haven't messed up.
I have one post-it note. I don't even have a second one. I have one that says Nashville on it. Just whatever team is listed first in the schedule, I just make that as just one post-it note. I bend it so it just sticks to the top and doesn't cover that much, and now I know.
The UR budget can't afford a second post-it note.
A second post-it note has hit the monitor.
Yep, it's out of our budget. We could only afford one.
Cat ear headphones. What is going on?
Right now, I'm seeing cat ear headphone hate in the in-game chat, and as a cat ear headphone user, I do not appreciate this hate. I think this warrants some mod mail. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
The mod mail has been done. Andrew said the mod mail's been done.
Mod mail.
I banned now.
You know, I had a professor in college that had cat ear headphones. This was during COVID, so we had some Zoom classes, and it was the Razer cat ear headphones.
Oh
like,
yeah, I have those.
Oh my god, I
also had the V1. I upgraded to the V2 last year.
You upgraded cat ear headphones.
Yeah.
The ears are now.
I also have the wireless
10%
one in
fluffier.
pink.
Initiating match.
You don't understand the grind. And anyways, other than cat ear headphones, back to the point. We are here on King's Row. Pittsburgh, they don't have their Zarya. That got banned by Nashville. They're gonna have to find something to take it here. And they're gonna go on the Malga. Oh wait, I'm trolling.
Yeah, you are trolling.
Yeah, I forgot we swapped sides. Sorry.
This is what the post note does. They're obviously going to the Reinhardt.
Yep, the Rhine.
I'm interested about that. That is... I don't necessarily know if that's... They have to be expecting this Reinhardt.
Yeah,
And they have to be expecting the...
Because the Tsar is gone, you have to expect the Rhine to come out in my eyes here.
Really?
And
I
I'm
don't
not
know
the
if you
way I
necessarily
see
do.
it. That's just how I see it, though. That's just how teams I've played on have done in the past with Tsar.
4, 3,
But that's just my own experience. I don't know if things run differently.
I don't know. I think it's mostly just like, I look at Nashville, they've been running Mauga, they ban your Zarya. They're not gonna change. They have no reason to change. And they're sticking this Bastion for a Bastion mirror.
Beat down, walled off, being forced to back out now. Shield gets completely burned. Saucepan manages to find Bowsy and almost
Peach
finds
Crisp.
down.
Peach Crisp got to 50, I'm pretty sure. Actually got melted. I think that... I don't actually know what hit them, but it was a lot of stuff. Might have even been a Widow headshot. Tracer Racer fighting the Widow on May. That's off-angle poke. Oh, Saucepan goes to less than 10.
Beatdown going to swap onto Ram here to try and find a way to get the team in. Peach Crisp going to back out, and Beatdown's trying to use that given space to have that advantage.
Unfortunate wall.
Yep. Tracer Racer goes on to backline. Bowsy gets left and antied, but manages to wait it off. Now Saucepan tries melting people down, and Bowsy finds Dave. Sanity finds Tracer Racer after the trade on Bowsy. And Pittsburgh are going to try and hold on to the point here.
taking the objective.
Right now, Nashville, they are currently staggered all over the place.
Saucepan's gonna fight the curb. Actually, they just push onto... Do they touch?
Saucepan going to come in. The Kitsune Rush comes out from Piper to try and defend a point. We're going to see Pittsburgh, though, holding on strong, and they managed to take the first point. All Pittsburgh has to do now is just push it.
Nashville does have quite a bit of ults. They used one to try and recontest, which was the Kitsune, but I mean, it's going into 3 ults. Actually, 3 ults versus 4 ults. Peach Crisp isn't close to their cage. Imprecise, lighting up Nashville from Insandia.
Beatdown going to hold a high line here. Huge anti comes out. Beatdown almost gets melted completely. Blizzard comes out now that the Kirisuit is out. Nevro has to pull out the Trank though, trying to keep the team alive. Sanity manages to find Piper. Now we see the Batch and Artillery Strike come out. Bowsy almost taken out by that. And Tracer Racer manages to find Sanity through the chaos.
Bastion flank. This is really important.
Peach Crisp, the nano cage fight comes in, taken out immediately though. Beatdown holding high up, pulling out the Annihilation, but taken out immediately.
I don't like that. Unless Beatdown is swapping. Maybe a D.Va swap. But no, sticks it.
Nope,
that was
sticks
very
onto
bad.
him.
Very bad. Saucepan trying to use that Bastion perk, the explosive jump one, but struggling. Trying for this, maybe trying for this flank again through the upper.
Peach Crisp trying to find anything he can early on, but finds Beatdown. The shield comes up early, and Bastion uses his bomb early as well. Now Beatdown gets walled off it. The Nemesis form gets forced out, and Sweet manages to find Saucepan through everything. Nashville are being forced back away. Bowsy tries finding any early damage he can.
On this off angle.
Peach Crisp currently getting completely melted. Going to try and back out any second now. Kitsune Rush comes out from Piper, and Sweet matches it. Sanity finds Tracer Racer with the Disruptor.
Uncoordinated as Piper ulted, Peach Crisp jumped out.
Peach Crisp forces out the Transcendence, and is trying to find any other picks he again early on. Looking at anyone taken out by Sanity's overclock, and Saucepan gets taken out right after. Now Dave left alone, taken out by Sanity again.
This is just like the Imsanity show. Imsanity's actually going insane on this Socho.
Pittsburgh are currently trying to make it really hard for Nashville to find a way to come back on the attack, trying to take it all the way. You just keep holding that high line right at the corner, not letting anyone through.
They do have Blizzard, and Never doesn't have Transcendence.
They're going to come out here though.
Patches 4, or Patches 3.
The weak only one who manages to get away as Beatdown gets taken out by it. And what was that? Nashville trying to come back, trying to hold it up, trying not to let this game go into overtime. Sanity tries finding any early picks, manages to melt Peach with the Disruptor. We're going to see a double artillery strike come out.
Double artillery.
Bowsy manages to find Dave. And almost Nevro.
They can get a recontest. They have plenty of time. If they get a pick on the scene, good, but no.
Beatdown holding an insane high line. Is anyone going to be able to touch in time? Peach Chris dives onto the point, tries finding any pick. Annihilation comes out from Beatdown. Sanity finds Peach, adds Saucepan. Beatdown finds Dave. It is just the Tracer Racer on point, who is melted immediately. And Pittsburgh make it 3-0. Nashville, they're gonna have to do a lot of climbing to come back.
Score.
That was well defined from Pittsburgh. That was very strong. That was Imsanity taking off angles, finding strong railguns. That was strong discords and anti-plays from Nevro and Zeke. And I mean,
this is where I could imagine that Zarya ban coming back and somewhat hurting Pittsburgh. On this defensive side, they're gonna have to find some other way to hold the high line, but they knew this would be coming. And we're going to see Demauga come out once again for Nashville, and Beatdown opting back onto Ram. Pretty much identical comps. Well, I lied.
Tracer Racer.
Tracer Racer going on to the Sombra.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen this on a Juno support comp from the side of Nashville. Ooh.
Yep, not.
Is that just for spawn? Or is Saucepan actually sticking Genji?
I don't see him sticking Genji. He's been on Bastion almost this whole time.
Who knows? Maybe they just want more direct pressure.
Looks like we're getting the Genji stick. Okay. Peach Chris holding that high line, trying to find anything. Dave trying to find a sleep, but can't find anyone. Beatdown gets antied early on. The whole Nashville team just charging in now. Manages to stun Bowsy, gets hacked as well, taken out. Saucepan finds triple. Add Nevro, what? What are they feeding Saucepan? Sanity finds Tracer Racer. But Saucepan just holding that high line, and Nashville are going to try and stick the point.
And if they clean up Beatdown, they're not going to have a recontest. Beatdown does get pulled out.
To get gripped.
They will have
Sanity going high up. Peach Grip diving right in. Saucepan with the dive once again. The Moira from Zweek challenges him, and he's taken out by Bowsy on the exit. And right now, Pittsburgh, they managed to hold on to that point.
And I mean, ooh, that.
They've taken out from a distance.
That's very unfortunate. I think Dave got very greedy. Like, they landed the sleep onto Nevro, but they missed the Bionade and they got very greedy. And there was just 3 people stacked on top of that one body just to raid it out.
Tracer Racer right now. They know Tracer Racer's on their back line, just waiting for any opportunity to enable his team to go in, waiting for anything to open as Peach Crisp is holding that line. Peach Crisp charges in, and the hack comes out on beatdown, forces the Nemesis form out, and gets slept immediately. Forces the grip from Nevro as well. We're going to see OC come out from Insanity, but taken out immediately by Peach Crisp.
In response to that overclock, but they just traded out, and Nano or Anti is going to clean it up.
Peach takes out beatdown. It's just this weak left. Weak forced to fade away and taken out by Saucepan. At Nashville, they have the payload. Nashville, they look so coordinated right there.
Thank God Insanity got out. Heart is moving.
Peach Crisp now being the one to hold that high line here that beatdown was holding before in the past. Trying to stall for as much time to get the payload as far as possible.
They might just
charge it and pull out the cage. The EMP comes out as well. They find Nevro. They find 4 of them. It is just this weak left and Bowsy.
I don't think they trade out Bowsy. Saucepan has to be careful, but yeah, I mean that was 2 ults to 1. So I mean, like yes, it's good, but Pittsburgh is gonna have more ults coming into this.
All Nashville has left is both Nano and Blade, and if they pair the two, then they're gonna have none.
I mean, Pittsburgh has 2 incredible stalling ults in the form of Annihilation and Lifeweaver Tree. Can they get the first
charging
pick?
in? The Nano coming into Nano Blade. They managed to find Nevo. Now looking at Beat. Manages to get Beat so low, forces the Annihilation out. And it manages to find both Dave and Saucepan in its wrath. Now it's just Peach Crisp on the backline, taken out. Piped her, trying to find their way out as they stagger back onto their spawn. And Pittsburgh managed to hold on through that Nano Blade.
Did I scare you?
Saucepan does up, ending swapping back to that Bastion. I did like the Genji though. I think it was very nice. It was a lot of just like direct pressure onto one person instead of like the Bastion form that kind of just sprays at anyone in their line of sight. Yeah, but as we engage here, we see kind of Orbital Ray against both DPS ults of Pittsburgh. So this is going to be a difficult fight for
pulling
Nashville.
up on Peach, getting melted right off the bat, being forced to go back for a little bit of time to get those steals.
So low.
Peach Crisp diving in now.
Trying on to Zeke.
We're going to see the Bastion artillery come out from Bowsy and Overclock from Insanity. They managed to find Piper and Saucepan. Now Peach diving in, looking for anything, taken out Sweet by Sweet. And right now, Pittsburgh are just holding this strong. 1 minute 30 left for Nashville to find anything.
I think I do like this Tracer Racer Somber play. It's just that when Tracer Racer goes in, they can get someone down to like 1, but like there's just not... Pittsburgh just has cooldowns to run away, and as I say that, Insanity actually goes down.
They try trading for Piper, they can't find it. Beatdown has to pull out the Annihilation to stay alive from Tracer Racer. Gets melted by Saucepan. Nashville going to try to walk it in. Peach Crisp running in, tries taking out Bowsy now. Bowsy
come through.
being forced back, but they managed to find the pick now to Disruptor Stick onto Peach. From Insanity, it's not enough to do anything though. Nashville managed to stay on. Peach Crisp
And we're
holding
seeing
that
a
high
lot
line
of-
at the corner.
A lot of ults on the side of Nashville. They pretty much have 7. Dave is going to be a bit short.
Nashville
with
pulling
that
out
Naga.
the cage. They find Bowsy and the EMP. And we're going to see Coalescence come out now from Zweek. Tries finding anything with it. Peach Crisp gets very low, but other than that, that's it. Orbital Ray comes out from Piper now. Tree from Nevro. What is going on here? Peach Crisp tries melting down Beatdown, can't find much off it. Beatdown pulls out the Annihilation, and Saucepan pulls out the Artillery Strike. Coalescence now being pulled out by Dave, trying to find anything, helps find Beatdown and on Sanity. Now Peachcris diving in, tries finding Bowsy, finds Bowsy. Nevro is so low, it gets taken out. Tracer Racer with the 2K. And now typing it onto Moira to spawn and find her.
Cleans that up. Overclock popped.
Peachcris dives behind on Sanity. It doesn't matter though, as they manage to complete it. And it forces the overtime here with 1 minute.
Score 3-3.
I think they capped it with like 57 seconds left, or 52, somewhere in there. So Pittsburgh actually gets a few seconds more than what they had. But honestly, great work from the side of Nashville.
Nashville, currently, if they lose here, it is good night for them, and that is it. They need to hold on for anything right now to push this onto map 5. On this attack, we're going to see the same comp as the start before, except Dave is now on Moira instead of that Ana. And on the other side of things for Pittsburgh, we're going to see Beatdown pull up with Orisa.
Orisa, interesting play. I guess it's just in response to this Mauga.
It looks like they're going for that sustain here.
Yeah, just looking for survivability. I honestly, if I'm Pittsburgh, I don't know if I expect the Bastion or the Genji, like straight up. I think both were looking very nice from the side of Saucepan, but Saucepan's rolling out on Genji.
What makes this all the more interesting is that in overtime you start off with both perks. So Beatdown, he's gonna have a huge advantage onto Orisa now, unlike last time where he had to build up everything on the ramp. Now Peachcris diving straight in, Beatdown gets melted immediately, forces the life grip out. Saucepan with the deflect, tries finding some early damage. When we see the Javelin come in, can't find much. Now Peachcris diving in again, manages to find Sanity, looking at Bowsy, manages to pick off Bowsy. Now it's just the both tanks shooting each other. Peachcris manages to stun the tank at Nashville, take the objective. Weak gets the life gripped away. Peachcris trying to force Pittsburgh to go as far back as possible here, trying to get the payload as far as possible. Tracer Racer finishes off Beatdown. Nevro stuck into corner, taken out by Tracer Racer.
And if they just hold the space, it's gonna be incredible for this meterage.
Peachcris has Cage here, going to have to use it whenever that Pittsburgh team pushes up.
And Beatdown mirrors the Mauga. One in doubt, mirror it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's actually looking that support ults are in the favor of Pittsburgh as this fight starts.
Yep, Peachcris going to get melted right off the bat. Diving in, going to pull out the Cage. Bowsy caught outside, but still manages to find him. Now we're going to see Peach trying to find anything. We're going to see Coalescence come out from Weak, trying to find another Moira. Can't find anything though. And it's going to be forced out. Coalescence coming out from Dave just to pick off
Unfortunate.
That was a power move from Dave.
I think Dave wants that back. Like, yes, it's Coalescence, yes, it's builds, and yes, you do have the same number of ults, but you could always use one more ultimate.
Yeah.
And I think Coalescence...
It's such a strong ult. That, like, that's not one you want to let go to waste, because it could clear so much room and save your team.
Especially in this Mauga mirror, where you can honestly just pump heals. Like, you throw Orb, you press Coalescence, but EMP Blade...
EMP comes out! The triple kill with the Blade as well. It's just the Beatdown left. What?
That's
EMP
pretty much a
combo.
5K.
Oh my god.
This tree needs to go big. Bowsy... I don't even know who you try to find with these artillery shots.
Sanity swaps onto Soldier now. Saucepan manages to find Nevro and Sanity. Taken out by Beatdown. We're gonna see right. Oh, Peachcliff falls off the map. Orbital Ray
They're
comes
still
out
fighting
from
this.
Bowsy.
They need to clean up Zeke.
Beatdown pulls out the
Cage.
cage. Tries
Cage
looking
might-
for Tracer Racer. And Nashville could not close it out. Sadly, Peachcliff fell off the map. But they
That's
have
just
such a
unfortunate.
huge lead.
5,
Yeah, I did not expect them to go all the way to nearly 3rd point cap.
I don't know what happened there, but Peachcliff just started disrespecting the other team.
Peachcliff just ran it down, and I mean, I kind of like this Tracer Genji or this Sombra Genji comp because they just Peachcliff just ints in, and then Saucepan Tracer Racer just goes, ah yes, one of these people are dying. It is not our tank. It is one of you. And they just get Bowsy, they get Incendy, they get Zeke, they get just one of them, and they're converting these fights into just wins in meterage.
On the Nashville side, we're gonna see Saucepan swap off Genji onto Bastion here.
Yeah, back onto that Bastion.
And we've seen him on Bastion so much on defense, it might be enough to pull it into map 5.
We are seeing the beatdown Malga Mirror, though. No Orisa, no Ram, just Malga.
5,
The Malgamires happened so many times this series
1.
that both
And-
teams think they have it figured out by now, probably.
Have we,
Peachcliff,
have we seen Nebro on him before this point? I
I don't think we have.
So they're just looking for an anti-play.
Peachcliff holding that high line, trying not to let anyone through. Currently getting pummeled completely though. Manages to find Beatdown and Sweek as well. Dives onto Bowsy and takes out Nevro. Saucepan with the finish on Sanity and a
That's
team
a-
kill right off the bat.
5-man, and I mean, it's Tracer Racer on that angle. Like it's Sombra, but it's still something. And Saucepan just pounding from main.
Disruptor onto the point to try and clear Rune from Sanity. Will it be enough? They're all going to push through the side here. Through Hotel. Beatdown currently getting melted down. Sanity manages to find Tracer Racer. The cleanse comes out from Sweek. Peachcliff currently stuck in an awkward position, trying to stall for time, trying to find anything, but is going to be forced to back out as there's too much pressure from the Pittsburgh side. Anti comes out from Nevro, but I don't think they could do much off that.
Yeah, I mean, at least they cap 1st point.
Peachcliff going to be forced to back out here. Nashville going to try and regroup to try and force one team fight to close out the map. That's all they could really hope for here, as they don't want Pittsburgh to run away with this lead. Peachcliff holding that high line. We're going to see the Bastion come out from Saucepan. Tries finding anything. Can't find much off it though.
Overtime.
Never is put low, but I would expect that kill to be converted just on the bombs themselves.
Peachcliff currently getting melted by the whole other team. Almost gets taken out.
Aggressive
Going to see
overblock.
OC come out from Sanity. Judo taken out by Beatdown, and Dave taken out by Sanity. Saucepan manages to find Nevro through the chaos though.
But I mean, Peachcliff needs to not die. Grab the Mega Peachcliff. Oh no. Oh, unfortunate.
Peachcliff taken out. Pittsburgh just trying to walk it down here.
Oh no, Tracer Racer. Sandy's chasing. You barely get out of there. And I mean, Nashville just needs one fight. They just need to stack EMP Cage. I'm pretty sure that's all that needs to happen.
Definitely what they're gonna try to do. Coalescence coming out from Dave for the engage. We're going to see Orbital Ray also come out. Never finds Tracer
Saucepan with a
Racer.
flank! Where did Saucepan
The
come
Nano
from?
comes out. Beatdown manages to find Peachcliff. Looking at Piper now. It looks like it's just going to be over for Nashville. The cage
No,
fight.
they're still fighting this, and they get 2nd point cap. That was extremely messy.
Right off this Nashville, they need to try and find something, find anything to not let this Pittsburgh team run away all the way to the final point here.
But I mean, Pittsburgh doesn't have any ultimates, and Tracer is just walking into this with EMP. If you catch like 2-3 people, here it comes. Yep.
EMP comes out, targeting beatdown. Peach Crisp takes out
4, and they
Nashville
get it.
did it! We're going to map 5!
We're going to map 5. God, where the hell did we go?
Nashville trying to get that reverse sweep. They are eyeing it. They want it. They need it here. And after that performance, they're going to try and close it out on push.
There were so many team kills from the side of like Saucepan and Nashville. Like they had just some combos, like they'd throw down EMP and just like clean house. It's actually incredible to see.
Just the DPS and tank just chemistry on that Nashville side in that overtime was insane. You would just see Peach Crisp dive in, and then all of a sudden you'd see one or two of the DPS pull out just something to force the engage after that, and it would just pay off and instantly win the team fight. Like on the defensive in overtime, we saw Nashville, they were staggering a bit more, but once it got really close, the EMP came out and that solidified the game. Just overall, that was all they needed. They finally woke up, and on to map 5 they go with all the momentum in their favor to try and close out the series.
And I mean, I'm going to give my thoughts real quick about where we're going and what the bans are, because nature is calling me. You know what? It's a Pittsburgh pick. We're probably going Coliseo. I think Coliseo, with the glassless update, I think that's definitely going to favor. Why though? You know what? I have no idea where we're going to go. Any of the push maps are just like, they seem kind of equally favored. Now that we've seen both teams take an attack defense and a neutral point.
See, here on this final point, it's going to be hard to get a target ban out on Pittsburgh because they already got the Sojourn ban once. They already got the Zarya ban here on King's Road to force that map 5. Now they're going to just have to try and outskill the Pittsburgh team. That's all I could really think. Oh, Pittsburgh is subbing out Bowsy for Kamani.
I don't actually know what Kamani plays.
Neither do I. Right, Kamani is in on support and Nevro's on
Nevro's
DPS.
going to the DPS. What does Nevro play?
Ooh.
I'm more curious about that. All
That
right,
is very interesting.
I'm taking my time. I'm going to the bathroom. I will be back in a second.
Yep, I will kill time for us through all this. Overall, I've only seen Nevro on the Weaver, at least most memorably on the Weaver. So I wonder how he's going to do on DPS here, especially though Pittsburgh, they're going to have their Zarya back if they want to run that Zarya, which I'm not gonna lie, the Zarya is their best choice. The Zarya and Soj duo is going to just work wonders for them here, as they'll be able to clear so much more space faster, and Nashville's going to be forced to respect them more, because when it was Peach Crisp on Mauga versus another Mauga or Ramatra, it was just Peach running in, finding anything he can and leaving. But with the Zarya, they're going to be forced to take their time, they're going to be forced to play slow, and I don't know how that's going to work for Nashville. And here on to map 5, we are going to see Pittsburgh banning Mauga and picking new Queen Street. This is going to severely hinder Nashville here, as they have been running that Mauga down this whole time. They're going to either have to try and find something out of their pocket here. But this substitution with Kamani coming in, who is not warm exactly, as they have been on the bench this whole time, it's going to be very interesting to watch. Will Peach be able to just capitalize off that. Someone new coming in, someone who isn't Worm coming in, and with his signature Mauga gone, that should be enough.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. That Mauga ban. What do you even play? Have you shown anything? What other tanks has Peach shown?
He played
Diva?
Diva that one time, but I don't think you could go Diva on New Queen Street here.
Yeah, not really with
And
beatdown
into a
having the
Zarya
back.
too. And
I mean, yeah.
it's just gonna be interesting to watch because I don't know, playing Diva into that Zarya is just
That
is
is
just
not gonna be fun.
yeah. Just your Matrix isn't gonna do much against that in the first place, so
Yeah.
ah,
Have yet to see what
and they have to
Multiple
pull out the
bans.
Ramatra here, right?
who? Peach or
Peach.
maybe.
And I feel like that's the only tank that would work here, other than Mauga, if you're Peach. And based on the way he's been playing, not as a tank in general.
Looking at Peach's profile, her most played hero or most played tank is actually Sigma, apparently.
Really?
Sigma, then Winston, then Ramacha, with most played tank this competitive season being Ram. So I think you're right with the Ram coming out.
Nashville have lost Peach.
Peach is no more.
Pittsburgh allegedly DDoSing Peach right now.
I would expect nothing less from Insanity.
Yep. But those double target bans really got him.
You know what? If I got double targeted banned, I think I would do worse. I think Insanity hasn't gone far enough. I think doxing is on the menu. I think
Whoa, we do not condone doxing here, chat.
I don't
Ignore
condone it,
it,
but like
they subbed out Bowsy so he could DDoS
Oh, I mean-
Peach.
Bowsy's getting DDoSing on company time. Like, come on, man. I'd expect Insanity to DDoS, not Bowsy. But I mean, we just have to wait and see.
I think they should sub me in on tank. I'm pretty sure I'm silver in tank. I think that'd be fair, you know?
I could play tank.
Yeah, but you actually probably play tank.
Oh yeah, no, I actually play tank.
yeah.
Like,
Hold me, I don't think I even did tank. Yeah, I only have like 5 games on tank. The last time I played tank, I finished over 1.
I've played a lot of scrims. I
Ew.
play. Oh no, I don't want to think about this. This is like my 6th year of like playing competitive Overwatch. and,
Well,
like,
I
doing
only started in
scrims.
October.
Only October.
Only
You
October.
joined at a time. I was playing back in Overwatch 1.
Back in
I
your
played
day. Okay, grandpa.
back in my day. I'm about to be called an unk.
Uh,
No, but I mean, I'm thinking about coming in next season to play for. Honestly, I might not play that much more ranked and just be ready to play Emerald.
I think we should put the. Wait, my mind blanked. What was I gonna say? I think we should put the Emerald winner at the end of the season against the worst team in Ruby to see how they do.
worst team in Ruby. I feel like that okay.
That would be an
Here's my
interesting
thoughts on
match.
It would either be like the worst team in Ruby is just mechanically better just because they have better players, or it'll be the worst mental boomage we've seen in this server ever. Like that team is gone. All the players leave the Discord after the game. Like map 5, play of the game is rolling and none of those names are still on the server. That would suck to be on the worst Ruby team and lose to the best Emerald team.
Yeah. I
And
think it would be funny.
I even think like I might even favor the Emerald team just because like if things are going bad in Ruby, things are like going really bad. It's not just players are playing bad, it's like communication is just gone. Like that would suck. And I mean, I really do want this last map. It would suck if Nashville puts it all the way here and then gets forfeited based off of
Each
disconnecting and not be able to reconnecting. And they don't even have a sub.
They don't. I'm pretty sure they're a 5-man roster. I looked
They're a
at
5-man roster.
Yeah. Before this series, I did my scout report. Yep, 5-man roster, Nashville. They got 1 minute.
I think it's. I think if you're on map 5,
Oh, I feel so bad for Nashville.
yeah.
The saucepan thing to wait.
If Lord Stan says we want them to forfeit, I hate this man. If
Oh, it's 5 minutes. Ooh. Damn it! Hey, Peach was literally peeking, bro. Oh my god.
I don't even care. Like if I'm on the side of Pittsburgh, like I would say I would want. I hate rules lawyers. I'm gonna keep it real. Anytime someone rule books, his power went out. That's unfortunate.
That is a bit more than your
this-
internet
this-
going out.
This might be a very anticlimactic end to
Oh, they have a backup generator.
No, that's never a saying. Get a backup generator.
Oh.
Or shitting their pants.
Looks like Pitt is gonna choose for the forfeit win. Personally, I would love to see this map 5 play out, but I mean, Pittsburgh just lost 2 maps in a row when they were on match point.
Yeah. Although I do think this time, even shake up to like, to Peach Crisp, like that has to swing, like the mental back into Pittsburgh's favor.
Yeah.
Especially on Pittsburgh's map choice. Like I feel I would feel confident in Pittsburgh with this break if Peach Crisp was still here.
But this is much worse than what you said earlier about Nashville coming all this way just to lose. This is a lot worse.
This is
Nashville had all the momentum.
Nashville did have all the momentum. They were doing like they were cycling ults pretty well towards the end of King's Row.
We see the tank lead from Pittsburgh.
What happened? Where did
Is that a forfeit question mark? They didn't
I think
say
that's a
anything in
forfeit.
chat.
I think he's here. Beatdown's back.
Beatdown
or
rejoined. I guess it wasn't a forfeit.
is Peach here or
Oh, Piped Earth, the Peach is back. I think.
I want to play it.
Like in game? Ask
Lord Stan, get your fucking shit. Yeah, that's my bad.
Where is Peach? Let's finish this map.
I want to see map 5.
This is so annoying. Like, imagine being on the cusp of an amazing river sweep, the series of your life, and then bang, power goes out.
In call on phone.
That's not in game.
That's not in game. Beat reset his. Oh, beat down. Interesting.
Low key, we need to get Peach back in here quickly.
Yeah, I want.
I want to make a snack after this cast.
Like, Mauga is banned. That's the worst part.
So not only is he going to come in from,
But he's coming in without his primary tank.
yeah, that is going to be very fun for him.
What even was the other ban? What did Nashville ban?
I don't even remember. I can't even scroll up in chat. It's not that.
Yeah. What?
No, it's not even on the stream.
I'm trying to think. Who picked this map? Maybe Nashville hasn't banned anything.
Okay.
And
Pittsburgh is ending it
Pittsburgh
after
chooses
10 minutes.
to have Nashville forfeit.
Okay,
Not even
it
close.
was 10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. It is within the rules, and if you're Peach, you can't really do much. Like, you're
Power
playing
goes
so
out.
good, and then the power goes out, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that was arguably, like, big props to Nashville for bringing it back. Unfortunate for power outage. I hope Peach gets that fixed, or wherever Peach lives, they fix their grid.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. That's all from us. I don't actually know how the other game went.
Oh, Maui forfeit.
2 forfeits in one night.
Yo,
Big rip across the board.
yep. Nashville, they played so well, but I guess it just wasn't enough against the power. Peach masterclass today, and in my eyes, Peach has got to be the MVP after that Kings Row game.
Yeah. Like
That
MVP and LVP. Power went out. Least valuable player. And I mean, that's going to be it from us. This has been United Road to Overwatch Season 7, Week 4.
Yeah, you
Pittsburgh
got the
versus
right.
Nashville. I got it correct. It's not Week 7, it's Week 4. Pittsburgh versus Nashville. Pittsburgh won after going up 2 maps, going down 2 maps, and then forfeit due to an unfortunate power outage. And thank you to Chelsea for being my play-by-play commentator.
Yep.
Thank you to Andrew for doing camera work and production. And thank you for all the players for being here. Good night, everyone.